Et salut tout le monde et bienvenue à la suite de Doki Doki Littérature Club. Bon, c'était ici, il fallait commencer les poèmes, on va voir ce que ça donne. I would take forever to finish if you didn't take it on. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And I get bent, I kill you. By tomorrow? If I only got a part how I took the volume so far, I might fall behind on the soft show if I try to get to see, but I suppose that a necessary sacrifice in exchange of seeing Natsuki enthusiastically face. Or I am more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then, stand up! I return to where I put my stuff and carry slip the book into my bag. Bon, on rappelle qu'on avait fait un truc super dégueu. On va commencer par le montrer à Monica. Aïe! Again, GLM. Oh, the waiting wing? What, I guess I take that as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're happying yourself. Maybe soon I come up with masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure! Here we go, Jim my point, Dominica. Alors je vous rappelle que c'était extrêmement dégueulasse, hein. J'avais fait vraiment des trucs dégueulasses. Non! Je vois. Alright, je me suis dit, enfin un truc réaliste, et là, j'adore! En gros, on avait mis des mots qui, à la fin, pourraient très bien dire que, je sais pas, que d'y avoir une parodie de hentai, bandage soumission, et elle, si elle aime, bon bah tant mieux, hein. Bon, c'est pas grave, hein. Elle a quitté GLM. Really? That's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. Oh jeez. Okay. No. It's a kind of make me think sometimes Natsuki would write. C'est dégueulasse, ça. C'est dégueulasse. J'ai fait le truc le plus dégueulasse du monde. Comment tu peux me dire ça? And she a good writer too. So take that a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. Be any chance I will read anything be self-Sylvester, eh? Maybe a long time ago, he's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just three simple words. His poem can be funny, early, even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're waiting for a kid, but if you think about them, they can express a view of the world that could appeal to anybody. I see. You're saying that Tatsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much further in their poem. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning to. So I can see why I would to be kind of the poem expert, but anyway, you want to read my poem? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you to do. Alright, let's take a book. The color, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful color. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. And endless cacophony of meaningless notes. The notes, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, ouais. Skirting, screeching, et piercing. Some causing target. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Wow, c'est très spécial. It's even more abstract than your last one. Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like that. No, I never said that. I just kind of think I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your word can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the line really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over their nose. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about too. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, no, every poem a boost sometimes. Anyway, Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when sometimes unexpected may happen. What is tip even about writing? What I'm even talking about? Haha, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Allez voir Natsuki, allez c'est parti. Eh, je t'ai crâné un entail, Natsuki, c'est pour toi, joyeux anniversaire. Natsuki, read my poem. She kept glancing at me, then back to the poem. But no, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad, that's it? C'est un compliment? Je sais pas. J'ai mis climax, j'ai mis enfermé, prison, je sais pas. Est-ce que c'est un compliment? Je sais pas. No, I mean, you know, Natsuki's true to find what she wants. I just accept I lost less after she showed me yesterday. That's all. I guess it's just lucky which this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems, this cut I mean. Si tu trouves mon poème mignon, c'est vraiment que dans la tête, il y a un truc qui... t'as pas une imagination claire, t'as une imagination tordue. C'est tellement mignon, il a enfermé une fille dans une cave. Wow. I mean, well, wait, no, I mean. I thought that I know my poem so cute. Why are you smiling? It's not like cutting. Natsuki show my poem back toward me. Reading it again, I decided that I'm not great after all. It's too cut and Doki Doki. Putain, mais j'aurais préféré me prendre une paire de claques, me faire insulter pervers que me prendre ouah, c'est tellement mignon, t'as écrit le mec qui est en train de violer la gonzesse, tellement cool. Merci. I would only impress you, no girl would like the kind of thing. Haha. For some reason, Natsuki is actually easy to see through. Well, anyway, you gonna read it, man. No, alright. Judging be your taste, you probably like it a lot. You probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Ouah, des phrases! Ouais, avant c'était une putain de liste de mots de merde. You know Amy like spider. You know what I hear about Amy? Amy like spider. Okay. Lucky, waggly, hairy, ugly spider. That's why I'm not friend with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the roll. But she likes spider. That's only why I'm not friend with her. On time I hurt my leg really bad, only helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spider. Her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friend with her. Amy has a lot of friends. How was she talking to people? She probably talk about spider. What if her friends start to like spider too? That's why I'm not friend with it. It doesn't matter if she has other hobby. I don't matter if she keeps it private. I don't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off way too spider lover, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? I quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday it was too short. I just warmed up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. No, anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this power. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues which way, with, why, with much simpler analogy. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everything that doesn't matter. I can be about, it can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of red hobby or an ugly pleasure. Sometimes that you're afraid if you people find out or they make fun you are on you or think less of you. But that just make people stupid. Who care who care what someone like as long you're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It was though I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotion is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so like forward to it. Sayuri. Un pirate qui nous raconte pas sa vie. Oh! I like this one, JLM! Ouais, en gros, une parodie. C'est une parodie qui est proche du hentai. Voilà. It's just some nice feeling in it. I'm glad. Ouais, c'est vrai qu'il y a du feeling, ouais. Tu vois pas qu'on a un feeling, beauté? Aidez-moi! Ouais, je m'en doutais, on a du feeling. C'est tellement connecté, quoi. On est fait l'un pour l'autre. Does that mean it's better than this other? Like meeting? I don't know. I guess like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Right, I'm not very good at figuring out of the poem are good or bad. But that's why I just go be my earth. And I can say you're a big perverse. J'aimerais bien qu'on me dise ça, putain. If it make me feel things that is bust, it might be a good poem. Ouais, c'est ça, hein. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then, again, I guess covering feelings is pretty important for part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least train GV it's some tooked? Oh, you want to write sometime for me? Yes. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself in a way. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Hey! Well, I don't really know how you mean, but I try to keep it in my mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess like happy poem, wait, sometimes I like sad poem too. Sometimes a little bit of both. Un peu des deux, en gros. There a word for that, right? What the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you really liking sometimes sad, Sayuri? Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little wrinkle in your head, a sad poem can help give the wrinkle a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unacceptably poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feeling after all. Thank you, JLM. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem, okay? Oh la vache. Bottle. En gros, c'est bouteille. I. J'allais dire I poop. Non, I pop off my scalp like slide a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Like a ball of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kitchen cup of kitten. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck on it. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy tooks, happy tooks, happy tooks happy tooks in the bottle, all in row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amend. Sometimes my friend feel a certain way. Don't come a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dream. Friend after friend, more bottle. Deeper and deeper my finger go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret in hiding in the nook and cranny, digging in and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I I blow dust off my bottle's caps. I doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend looked from the door. Finally, all done. I open and in come my friend. I open up and in come my friend. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottle that much? I frequently pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shattered against the tile between my feet. Happy tooth in the shroud, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friend. My friend who are smiling, they were all shooting, pleading, something, ouais, plutôt, ouais. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. Holy crap! Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did! I didn't tell you yesterday I'm gonna write the best poem ever? Yes, but I mean didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica took me a whole lot. And I've been really touched what my feeling recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? And why not exactly? Maybe because I'm not used to being cheerful. Well, I never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it come out good, sure. So you should be proud of it. Oh, think. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. I even helped me understand my own feeling a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, I hope you keep it. Yeah, writing the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri always had a habit of getting obsessed with sometimes before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if it is one of choose time. But seeing this passion in their eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimist. Et la dernière, Yuri! Let me see what you writing today. C'est très bien. Were you influenced by seeing everyone writing still yesterday? I guess you couldn't say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphor can go a long way. Il n'y a aucune métaphore de mon poème, laisse tomber. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gear. Alors, vu que le poème que j'ai sorti, c'est plutôt mes personnes qui ont parlé, non? Je sais pas, soyez un peu de logique. Treat letting you mind be wonder through you feeling. And write down the thing you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable you reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see that's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well an example of that if you like to read it. Of course, it's the poem you wrote today. Yuri nods a timidly end of me of the poem. The raccoon. If it happened in the dead or right while I was slicing bread for a guilty snake, my attention was caught by the squirting of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. I shoved the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequence, well aware that raccoon that I feed will always come back for more. The unceasing beauty of my cutting knife was the symphony bred my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increment is phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistened in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon become excited, or purpose of I'm merely projecting my emotion onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we're getting quite used to each other. The raccoon become angry more and more frequently, so my bread is always angry. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon show me its excitement. A rush of blood, clashing Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. It was a little more daring what this one yesterday. I can see that it's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what's the poem about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Used the poem as Kavana to express vivid imaginary and convening emotion took them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think sometimes that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it's feeling for my indulge in my more unusual hobby. I choose short of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I'm sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. I didn't Natsuki otherwise sometimes about that, about someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. Eh, she did, yeah. She was talking about Kno. It doesn't matter what you're into as long you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting to me to seem like the kind of person who could make fun of my hobby, but I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Haha, don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I'd hadn't learned the almost my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit more now, but I'm glad that you're good listener. Woo! Well, okay, everyone. Well, are you done reading to each other poem? I have sometimes extra pen today, so if you really could some sit at the front of the room. On va se regarder. C'est la fin de la vidéo, j'espère que vous a plu, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner à la chaîne pour plus de contenu, mettez un pouce bleu aussi, c'est super important, partagez la vidéo sur tous les réseaux sociaux, et on se retrouve dans une prochaine vidéo sur la suite de Doki Doki Littérature Club. Allez.